Alright, so we should be live now. Let me minimize this. Actually, let me post the YouTube link in one more spot, if you'll bear with me for a minute. And we are going to go bounty hunting on Elite Dangerous. Also, for those of you who don't know, if anybody's tuning in and it's their first time, I have 2 babies. So I'll be getting up and leaving intermittently. That's because they either need a bottle or I might have to pause the game for a minute and change them. Alright. So now that I've posted the links, let's start up a game. Hi, babies. What? Alright, and we are up. Just give me 1 second. I'm always bothered about audio. I want to make sure everything's good, so just let me check it out on my phone real quick just to make sure that everything's actually working the way it's supposed to. Just give me 1 second. In the meantime, check out the out on my phone real quick just to make sure. I sound a little good, it's a little loud. Exactly working. Let me turn my mic down a little bit. Where's the chat though? This came up in like a weird window. I'm not used to seeing. Hey, it's alright, buddy boy. Just bear with me for a second, folks. I'm going to take care of my babies, too. Buddy. Plastic bottle. Here you go. One hand on that side. One hand on the other side. Alright. This is weird. This is like displaying in a weird way that I've never ever seen it do before. I'm pretty new to live streaming games, so of course everything's going to be a little glitchy. Gotta work out some of the kinks. Alright, I found it. Alright. This is weird. This is like displaying in a weird way that I've never seen it. I guess when you live stream games, it comes up, if you choose the gaming and you choose the game, it shows up in a separate part of YouTube that apparently I didn't know about. So now I know that. So you can either go to my channel, LCMTV Breath 4, Locomotive Breath 4, and you can check out some of my other stuff. Or if you follow the link, then you don't have to worry about that. Okay, so let's get going here. We're gonna go back to the, there's a good place for bounty hunting over here. Oh, I forgot to repair my ship. I'm only at 74%. Oh, well, that's good enough. I'm probably low on ammo, too, but I just won't pick any fights with anybody that's, I won't pick any fights with anybody I'm not confident I can take on.
Loading gear retracted.
So now we're going to go to the low resource extraction site. I know that it looks like I'm not pointing directly at where I'm going, and I'm not pointing directly at where I'm going. That's purposeful. Because you don't want to fly too close to the planets because they... Oh, I thought it was on the other side of the planet. I didn't realize it was on the closer rim, so I can fly directly at it. But if you have to fly around a planet, you don't want to directly approach it. You want to go around. It's the quickest way, because you're going to travel really slow the closer you are to the planet's surface, so... Oh, Rabid Chicken Bear liked my post, I see. I believe that is Herman. Thank you, Herman. I don't know if you're watching, but I appreciate it if you are. Alright, so let's see who's out here.
Plant capacity exceeded.
Wanted. Okay, let's fly around this asteroid. It's not really an asteroid, it's an ice chunk, because we're in the ring of a planet, so scientifically that's... There probably might be some rock in it, but they're more icy, I believe. Your ass is mine. That was my warrant scanner that fits any additional warrants. You can always find pirates hanging out in the rings of planets if there's mining going on. So if you're interested in getting this game and doing this sort of stuff, that's what you want to look for. I always want to turn my belly towards my opponent because my auto-targeting guns and my lasers and my cannons are mounted on the underside. So they have to be facing your target, obviously, otherwise. Alright, he is gone.
Target destroyed.
73 grand. Not too bad, not too bad. Let's see who else is out here. Nope, they're clean. Alright, this is probably going to be somebody pirating. Sometimes you'll see these running support, though. For the miners. Yep. They're clean.
Scan detected.
Wanted. Scanning them for any additional warrants. Really helps bring in the cash. Goodbye. I didn't even have to use my cannons. I still have 1,500 rounds though, so I have plenty of ammo, which is cool. Viper Rat's probably going to be a pirate. Wanted, they're also in a wing of 2, but I can sure I can probably take them. There's somebody fighting over there, but you know what? What do they say? A bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. That's definitely what you want to do here.
Scan detected. Under attack. Target shield.
You can also target the subsystems of a ship,
Target destroyed.
but it's oh, somebody else is shooting at me. But the reason why I don't with these smaller ships is because it's really not worth it. They're easy enough to blow up without having to specifically take down their power plant or anything else like that to, you know, get them. Cobra, if you want like just a straight fighter, if you don't want to fly like the Millennium Falcon, which is like kind of like what I'm flying now, if you want like an X-Wing, I recommend the Cobra, because if you outfit it right, it can be very good. Because they're very maneuverable and they have pretty good upgrade slots. The problem is with these, with a lot of people, they don't know how to set them up, or these are PC generated bots and they're just basic stats ships pretty much, so. Goodbye.
Target shields online. Target destroyed.
Vulture, that could be. Pirate. Sometimes those run support for the miners though, so. Federal agent, so nope, we are not messing with him. Python. Federal agent. It's a shame. Federal agent. See these bigger ships? If those weren't federal agents, if I could get in on a dogfight with them and win, they'd be worth big, big, big bucks. Federal agent. Lots of federal agents. Sidewinder, they're not, they're tiny little ships. They're like literally the shittiest ship you can get in the game almost. Well, I think they are. Depends on, I guess, what you're going by. But they're not very good. This is not going to be worth anything. Shit. I came in too quick. Come on. Somebody's fighting out there. Eagle, that's probably another pirate. It's another pretty crummy ship. I don't know why anybody would really fly. Well, there comes a point when you have to take risks on. Oh, he's clean. When you have to take risks on certain ships when you're first starting the games, you don't have the money. You have to start with something crummy and work your way up. Which is also, start with the crummy ship helps, because it helps with your piloting skills too, so here we go. Gotten blown up. I was going to take these guys down. I'm not going to bother with the warrant scanner this time. It's because he's in a wing of 3, so I don't have time to mess about. I got to take these guys down quick before they all gang up. Also, my chaff launcher is empty. What that does is it doesn't let, if they have auto-targeting lasers, it doesn't let them lock on, which is really helpful, but I don't have that right now because it's out of ammo.
Target destroyed.
Again, I purposely flip over because I want my belly facing them. So my auto-targeting lasers are mounted on the underside of the ship.
Target destroyed.
Another Viper. He's clean. I don't have time to current scan him. Shoot him now.
Target destroyed.
Nice, 48 grand for that. We're joining in, just getting him at the end. Nope, that's all wanted. Where was that? Was the guy I had lost before? There we go. I lost you before because he flew out of range. I'm coming back for you.
Target destroyed.
Sidewinder. Ain't gonna be more shit, but clean. Imperial Eagle. Imperial's got no business being over here. This is federal space. And sure enough, he's wanted. Crap. Federal Security Service. Alright, let's try going to one of the other resource extraction sites. The ones that are listed hazardous are more likely to have larger ships, but that also comes with its own challenges, so I'm just not going to pick a fight unless somebody else is joining it. I'll help somebody else, or if I see an easy target. Yes, thank you, Gabe. It does seem to be working well. The game sound is so much better than that first time when you tuned in. Unfortunately, it's a sacrifice over talking to people and good sound. It was fun to do it on Hangouts, but it just didn't sound very good. It sounded all garbled. Pretty close to the planet, so that's why I'm traveling so slow. I can't go any faster. As a matter of fact, I'm slowing down because of the gravity. Alright, it's leveled out. Now it's starting to go back up. The speed's starting to go back up. Hazardous sites are a little bit rougher, so we'll see what's waiting for us in here. Oh, coming a little fast. Federal gunship. I bet you that's going to be a wanted, but I'm not going to pick a fight with them to start. Yep. What I will do, though, is I will scan him for warrants. So if anybody does pick a fight with him and I join in, at least I will already have done that. He's in a wing of 2, though, as well. I don't know who his wingman is. If it's another federal gunship, then forget about it. No way I'm winning that fight. Is that his wingman? Yep. It's a federal gunship and a federal dropship. I'm not gonna win in a fight with 2 of those. I've got a federal gunship, so I've got the same ship as the other guy, and the dropship is a stripped down version. But I'm not picking a fight with them. There's no way I'm winning that one. Fair to Lance, I'm surprised he's clean.
Scan detected.
A lot of federal gunships. It's funny because it's like it's all equal matches here, which is always risky. Oh, what's going on over here? See a firefight. They're fighting with those gunships that I saw earlier. Federal agent. That's good. So there's a federality here. not as strong as me, but he was out turning me a bit there. That's why I just keep the belly pointed towards him. These two guys, I'm sure that they got a nice bounty on them, but in a wing of two, there's no way I'm going to. You're jealous of my upload? Thank you, Syria. Okay. So I found a wanted gunship that's in fights with other people who's not in a wing of two, so I can probably take him on. The shields are going down now, so...
Scan detected. Target shields offline.
Alright, I'm going to target a subsystem since he's a larger ship. Targeting his power plant. If you destroy his power plant, the whole ship goes down. Might not blow up the ship, but if you take down the power plant, then they're a sitting duck.
Temperature critical. Scan detected.
Trying to make the jump to jump out of here. He's trying to make the jump to light speed to get out of here, but you gotta take him down. Oh, he's gone. 0%. Goodbye. Puff. 139 grand. Nice. Oh, nice. That other guy that was in the wing got damaged pretty good. But his buddy didn't. I don't know if I could take on two of them. It is good that he got a little damaged in that fight, though. Because later on... I'm coming for him later on. I haven't forgotten about him. A federal dropship all by his lonesome. Another thing that you can target is his life support. Because if that happens, he's only got a few minutes to get out of here and get to a space station before he runs out of oxygen. That's another good thing to target too. After this guy, I'm going to have to go in for some repairs. I know temperature's critical, but I got to take this guy down. He's hurting me.
Taking heat damage. Shields under attack.
Goodbye. $100,000. Alright. So I'm gonna get out of here for a minute. I'm gonna go back to the local colony. Yes, of course it's on the other side of the planet, so.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Again, it's better to fly away from the planet a little bit first, rather than to go the shortest distance, which would be close to the planet. So you're going to go really slow because the gravity's going to prevent you from going fast. I'm going to turn in my bounties here because here they have a station that will accept warrants from anywhere at a price cut, so I don't have to individually fly to those systems to claim those bounties. Because, but the problem is that these guys don't do repairs though. So I got to get my money here, then I have to fly to a different colony to get my repairs done. Oh, my butt! I got to get my pillows. Sitting on this hard floor is not fun. Everything feels perfect other than my ass is just really hurting me. My ass. My ass. Y'all wild. I think I literally am brain damaged. That's an inside joke, I guess, for people who don't know some of the inner things I'm into.
Docking request granted.
I'm gonna say that I'm being facetious. I don't really talk that much.
Exceeded.
No! What's going on? No! No, no, no!
Docking request denied.
Damn it! What the hell just happened?
Bounty incurred. Warning, shield generator attack. Under attack. Shields offline. Taking damage. Cannot comply.
Alright, I made a mistake. Something happened and it started auto-firing at the colony. Now I'm in big trouble. I gotta get out of here.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Alright, so it looks like I can't I'm gonna have to do something other than I'm gonna have to do something other than bounty hunting for a while, because now I've got a bounty on my head and it was an accident. I did not mean it. Alright, so we gotta go to the galaxy map. I know where I'm gonna go to hang out for a while.
Frameshift drive charging.
The good thing about those local warrants is that nobody cares about them unless they have a warrant scanner. Otherwise, I'm not wanted by any major power, so nobody's gonna like really come after me, which is good. But man, I really like that was a honey hole of bounty hunting. Now I'm screwed. I'll have to find somewhere else. But another ringed planet. That was just so perfect because there was a colony right there. Didn't even have to go anywhere.
Fuel scooping.
You scoop fuel off the stars if you don't want to pay for it.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
We're gonna go to Porgy's Horizon. attention. Don't text while flying, people.
Oscar Charlie, FFC channel open. Submit a request if you wish to dock at this facility. Approved for access. Please land on
Alright,
pad
I'm done here. Please don't be able to turn in some of those vouchers here. This place does repairs, but they won't take vouchers from outside of system. So I can only redeem the vouchers by factions that have control of this system. So anything that's basically Federation, but any of like the little private bounties and stuff that people might have on them, they're not going to do that here.
Decrease speed to 100. Touchdown sequence completed. Dispatcher ground. You're all checked in, Commander. Enjoy your visit.
Alright. That's really good in there. Alright, so let's refuel all. Let's repair all.
Hull repaired.
And restock. Oh, jeez. I gotta sit up on the couch for a minute. Oh, my hiney. Alright, so I can hire a pilot to fly a wing for me. They want 9% of my profits. Oh, I got you. I got you. This is who he's already an inactive crew member. I got it. I must have hired him a while back and not realized. 2%, but they're harmless. No. I guess I'm gonna have him. I believe that I do have a fighter bay. Let me see. Yep. I have 2 fighters actually. I can't remember, how do you deploy when you're fighting? How do you deploy fighters? I'm gonna have to look at this. Alright, I'm gonna have to look up on my phone real quick because I don't know how to deploy my crew. How do you deploy a fighter in Elite Dangerous? There's still certain things that they added to this game that are brand new to me, and I'm still not sure how to do that. So give me a second. You know what, in the meantime, let's go and let's put on the Galnet news so you guys can see what's going on in the galaxy.
Covert organization discovered. The Imperial Internal Security Service has discovered that the murderer of Senator Nestor Cartesius was acting on behalf of a secret organization. Captain Liam Sutonia, leading the IISS investigation into Cartesius's death, made this statement. We had determined Senator Cartesius was killed by a nerve toxin, and that whoever administered it was trained in circumventing security. Our leads pointed to an ex-member of the Imperial Guard now operating as a freelance assassin. We tracked her to her hideout, where she resisted arrest. Unfortunately, in the subsequent exchange of gunfire, we had no choice but to eliminate the assassin. Examination of the killer's communication equipment confirmed that she was hired to kill Cartesius and deliver the Ford Jameson message. Her employers identified themselves as the League of Reparation. It seems that the motive was indeed revenge. The League's avowed goal is to secure justice for the victims of the INRAS crimes. We are now widening our investigation and establishing a task force.
I think I found out how to deploy fighters, so I'm going to try
will
that the
uncover
next
this
time
organization and eradicate it before it can commit further atrocities. When asked if anyone connected to the INRA might be at risk, Captain Sutonia replied, "That is a distinct possibility. If the League of Reparation is targeting the descendants of those involved in the INRA's activities, there are potentially thousands who may be targeted, and not just in the Empire. To that end, I have already made contact with my counterparts in the Federation and the Alliance, and invited them to work with our task force."
I have enough room for one more.
Defending the SIM archive. The Utopia commune has launched a project to build a military installation in its home system to defend the SIM archive from potential Thargoid attack.
And then
Dr. Lee
9% profit
Constantinides, a spokesperson for Utopia, made this announcement. Following recent observations by the respected strategist Marky Novatico, we accept that the SIM archive requires increased protection to prevent its knowledge from falling into the wrong hands. Our partner organization, the Nari Justice Party, is therefore overseeing the construction of a new security installation. We beseech the galactic community to support this worthy endeavor.
It would ensure my
Independent
safety, though,
pilots
so
are
maybe it
requested to
is.
deliver construction materials to Bobco City in the Nari system. To protect traders, the Nari Justice Party has also placed a kill order on all ships on its wanted list operating in the system. The campaign begins on the 3rd of May 3304 and will run for 1 week. If the final target is met earlier than planned, the campaign will end immediately. Vandemo Patron Civil Law campaign concludes. The
I can
Vadimo
only take
Patrons
one
of
crew
Law has
member on
announced
board.
that its
Fuck, I
campaign
fired
has
them for
received the
nothing.
unalloyed support of the galactic community.
had space for two
Hundreds
crew
of
members.
pilots supported the campaign by delivering commodities to Sikorsky Station
Alright,
and by
well, if it's moving
eliminating
between Veranda
agitators
and
in
Trey, I'm
Vadimo,
sorry, I'm
thereby
gonna...
protecting traders participating in the initiative. The delivered goods will be used to throw an elaborate party for the people of Vadimo. The Vadimo Patrons
I'll
of
keep
Law
you
has
hired,
extended
Trey. I
its
already paid for
gratitude to
you,
those
but
who
I'm not sharing
supported
my
the
profits with
campaign.
you right now.
Pilots who contributed to the initiative can now collect their
Go with the
rewards from
expert.
Sikorsky Station in the Vadimo system. Antal's pessimism triggers backlash. Many key figures have contested Pranav Antal's suggestion that humanity could lose the conflict against the Thargoids. Federal Shadow President Felicia Winters commented, "It's surprising to hear such a dystopian prediction from the leader of Utopia. I know Antal's heart is in the right place when he talks about preparing for the far future, but our focus should be on the present. The Thargoid threat has prompted an unprecedented level of interpower cooperation, and this
Thank you,
positive
John.
approach
Thank
is
you
what
for
we
popping
must
in.
concentrate on." Admiral Aidan Tanner made a statement on behalf of Aegis. "Let me make this clear. Our enemy may be powerful, but they are far from achieving victory. With our AX weaponry and new megaships, Aegis is leading an effective resistance against Thargoid forces." Further refutation came from Lee Young-Rui, CEO of the Sirius Corporation. With all due respect to Antal, his peculiar vision of humanity surviving as a mass of digital ghosts cannot be taken seriously. It's not as if Aisling Duval criticizes Aegis. In
Kind
a
of
public
interested in that
interview,
because she's
Princess
our,
Aisling Duval
one of the
leveled
Federation
criticism at
rivals.
Aegis in relation to the ongoing Thargoid conflict. "The people are scared," she said. "They fear that their way of life, their very existence, might vanish unless more is done to protect them. I'm not convinced Aegis is capable of doing so. The Empire has invested heavily in the organization. Are we sure the other powers have done the same? It has taken far too long for Aegis to determine why the Thargoids are attacking, and it's not clear what their strategy is now. If we are to trust them to defend humanity, we need to see more obvious progress." Although Princess Duval has received some support for her viewpoint, the Federal Times offered a sarcastic rebuttal. Apart from undertaking scientific research, developing defensive systems, producing anti-Thargoid weaponry, creating the Eagle Eye surveillance network, building 2 military megaships, and actively engaging Thargoid forces in combat, what has Aegis ever done for us? A media spokesperson for the Alliance was equally dismissive. "This is nothing more than public posturing, an attention-seeking gambit, from someone who is no longer as newsworthy as she once was. Aegis has made incredible breakthroughs, and is clearly dedicated to ending the Thargoid war." Week in Review. Here are this week's major stories. Sim Guru Pranav Antal, leader of Utopia, has addressed the possibility that humanity may lose the conflict against the Thargoids. In a public statement, he suggested that the Sim Archive, a digital repository of human memories, could be the key to humanity's survival, should the Thargoids overwhelm the human race. Meanwhile, the murder of Imperial Senator Nestor Cartesius has led to widespread public speculation. One commentator speculated that the killer was motivated by the discovery of Jean de Jameson's ship, and the logs that prove he was manipulated and sacrificed by the INRA. A member of the Imperial Internal Security Service confirmed that the organization was pursuing forensic leads from the crime scene. In other news, the Vadimo Patrons of Law have announced plans to host an elaborate soiree in the Vadimo system. A spokesperson for the organization said, "We've got aggressive aliens on the doorstep and no one seems entirely sure what to do about it. So we thought, why not throw a big party?" Finally, Angeli Imperial Enterprises has announced that its campaign to build a Bowman-class science vessel has been enthusiastically received by the galactic community. Scores of pilots supported the initiative by delivering commodities to Kenai Enterprise, and by eliminating agitators in Blido, Peru, thereby ensuring the safety of traders. And those are the main stories this week. Senator's death raises questions about INRA. The murder of Imperial Senator Nestor Cartesius has led to widespread public speculation, along with an increased interest in the activities of the Intergalactic Naval Reserve Arm. Dr. Oscar Kincaid, an Alliance historian, examined the backdrop to the case. The INRA has always been viewed with suspicion. Contemporaneous records suggest that it was involved in biochemical warfare against the Thargoids during their original incursion in the 3100s. There were even rumors of experimentation on live Thargoid subjects, but at the time many saw this as the only way to halt a superior hostile force. Why this shadowy operation from 1.5 centuries ago should now result in an Imperial Senator's death is a matter of conjecture. But there are many documented cases of retroactive retribution, where one family, or its followers seeks atonement from another. History's course is often diverted by the flow of bloodlines. Horst Fernandez, chief editor of an independent media outlet, made more candid observations. It's clear that the killer was motivated by the recent discovery of Commander Jameson's ship, and the logs that prove he was manipulated and sacrificed by the INRA. If one of Cartesius's great-grandparents was responsible, of course that would make him a target. And although it's hard to condone murder, it's also difficult not to see this as an ethically grey area. The INRA's betrayal of Jameson is a monstrous injustice that cries out for redemption. Imperial news feeds featured an appeal from Senator Paul Vespasian. The loss of my friend and colleague in the Senate is a terrible tragedy. I ask that Nestor's family be given space to grieve. Captain Liam Sutonia, who is leading the IISS investigation, also released a brief statement. Assumptions regarding Senator Cartesius's death are unhelpful at this stage. We are currently pursuing forensic leads from the crime scene as well as undertaking background research. I will keep the public apprised of the facts. The biggest party of 3304. The Vadimo Patrons of Law, an imperial organization based in Vadimo, has announced plans to host an elaborate soiree in the Vadimo system. A spokesperson for the organization elaborated on the nature of the event. Let's be honest, things aren't great at the moment. We've got aggressive aliens on the doorstep, and no one seems entirely sure what to do about it, so we thought, why not throw a big party? Give the people of Vadimo a chance to forget about their worries for a night. We want this to be the best party the system has ever seen, or at least the best one of 3304. To ensure that the event is a success, Vadimo Patrons of Law has placed an open order for a range of commodities, and has promised...
This isn't wine, this is sparkling juice. I'm not chugging wine at 10 in the morning. Alright. Let's see over here. What else is going on in this system? It won't let me pay my bounty here. Let's see if there's anywhere to bounty hunt here. We used to say whether they had, whether there was extraction sites there. Route unavailable, probably because I've never been there before. Alright, so let's try it. Let's see if there's an extraction site out there.
Landing gear retracted.
This station operates under a
Thank you, Island Bear, for retweeting for me. I just saw the pop-up on my phone. Shout out to Island Bear. Yep, there are resource extraction sites. Nice. I always look for the planets with the rings. Most of the time there's going to be mining going on in the rings. There. Coming in nice and slow this time. The last couple times I effed it up and I came way hot, which isn't good for your hull. You'll do damage to it if you do that too often. Alright, and I actually have a wingman now, so let's first of all slow down. Let's
Hold tight, Commander. Fighter is going online.
Alright, so now I have a wingman at least, so now I have a wingman.
All clear, Commander. Put me in the thick of it.
Scan detected.
I don't know if I could take on an Anaconda by myself there. That's a really large ship. Other people are fighting. I'm good. I'm going to hang out and wait until they take him down a little bit. In the meantime, I will target his life support and join in when I feel fit. Babies are crying, so while everybody else does a number on this guy, let me clean the like the Anaconda's shields are almost down, which would be a good time to start joining in. It's going to be worth the wait because he's going to, I'm sure, in Anaconda, he's going to have a huge, huge bounty. Not firing yet. I'm waiting. Oh, dude! Come a little close there, aren't you? Wait until the shields go down and I'm gonna go nuts.
Scan detected.
I think his shields are down. No, because his hull isn't going down yet. Scared of this guy. Should have joined in before, maybe we could have taken him, but I can't keep following this guy forever. I thought that maybe he would get involved in something. It looks like he might be heading towards this dogfight. Nope, he's not. Yeah, I'm not taking him on alone. Even with a wingman. That's just asking for it.
Target cargo dropped. Target shields offline. Target shields offline.
Imperial ships don't belong here. This is federal space.
Scan detected.
That's one for me, Commander.
That's one for you, Commander. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I'm the one who blew him up. Yeah, you know what? Hey, baby, you laughing? Here's another Anaconda that's in the middle of a fight. Maybe I can try jumping in on this if enough people jump in. scared to take them on by myself, I gotta admit. Saving my cannons, since I've almost got this guy. No reason to waste the ammo.
Enemy destroyed, Commander.
Alright, she got it. I'll give her that one. She actually got that one. Oh, my babies are squealing. Whoa, this Anaconda's only at 11% health? Man, if I might be able to stick that out to get his shields down if I can get him down to, Might be stupid, but I'm gonna try it. $300 grand for that guy.
Enemy wiped out.
That was amazing.
Awaiting further orders.
300 grand.